Guys, 2025, that was a wrap. That's a year 2026. Here we go. We're going to talk about everything 2025. Thank you from us. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Mark's just realised he's put morning minutes. Are you going into holiday mode already?
Done.
You're there.
Done.
Holiday mode
The
is
hair, look at the hair.
holiday mode is on. Holiday mode. Yes, it has been a really big year this year, hasn't it?
It's been big, a lot of change, every year there's a lot of change, but it was what happened this year? Look at the rates. Rates went on this
Yeah.
free slope on the way down, then they went up. Property prices went quite solidly up, more with units than with houses. We saw
Yeah, the market
rents up.
was super resilient, wasn't it? I think
Yeah.
there were those property prices, just when we thought property prices could not go up anymore, they certainly defied all the odds, that's for sure. And just when we thought interest rates were on their way all the way downhill, they came to a grinding halt towards the end of the year. Let's see what happens moving into 2026 next year. What do you reckon is going to happen with rates, Mark? Quickly, in 30 seconds, what do you reckon?
Level.
They're going to remain?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're going to stay stable as well. I don't think they're going to go up.
Quickly in 30 seconds.
I've got 25 to go. I don't think they're going to go up. I think they're going to stay the same as well. I think the property market, however, on the other hand, I think we're going to see those stock levels remaining quite low moving into next year. That's my thoughts. And I think the properties that performed well this year are going to continue to perform well for next year. This is on the Northern Beaches, guys. That's the entry-level properties, entry-level apartments, entry-level houses. They smashed it this year in the property market. They absolutely smashed it. And I think we're going to have more of that. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I do. Look, I think if you haven't realised, there's been a lot of infrastructure that we bit off and started chewing through COVID, that we're starting to enjoy that infrastructure now in 2025. We're not done. There's a lot more infrastructure that we've seen that's going to be blossoming over the next 1, 2, 3 years. I think it's a big win for a city. Like when you see that much going into infrastructure, into hospitals, into roads, into stuff like that. And I think as a state, that's good. We're going to get that connection between Balmain and the north.
Yes.
That's going to take a 40-minute trip down to 20 minutes.
Yep, that's going to be
So that's huge.
Lots of building going on. My goodness, look at a lot of these super sites that we're seeing that are being reported in the media.
Yep.
I think we're going to see a lot more of that sort of stuff to come as well.
Min's government introduced his medium LMR,
Yes.
medium density stuff to 170 cities in New South Wales. Big.
Well, we're really starting to feel that undercurrent of it now, aren't we? With a lot of these big sales happening, we're starting to feel that certainly around that Mossman area, the eastern suburbs and the Northern Beaches is definitely not immune. I think there's going to be a lot more of that as well. But I think we're going to be moving into a very stable market. I do think we're going to see those property prices still continue to increase. My personal belief is, as I said, those stock levels are going to still remain quite low. What do you think about rentals, Mark, for next year?
Another 10%.
Another 10%.
Another 10%. I think we're going to see that. Look, we've and I've been saying it all year, I think we're undercooked with units. 10-year capital growth for units has been rolling at about 50-60% across most suburbs in Sydney. So they haven't doubled. Houses have done about 100% to 110%, 20% over the last 10 years. They've doubled. So I think on the back of interest rates sitting at 6% from where they were at 2%, I think we're going to start seeing some really good capital growth.
So do I. And the market shifted quickly. So just a quick case study. I sold a 2-bedroom apartment in DY a couple of weeks ago. Those vendors had only purchased it in April of this year, April 2025, for $925,000. It was about 65, 70 metres squared. They did nothing to it. And then we just resold it a couple of weeks ago for $1,051,000.
It's massive.
So there it is. There's the shift in the market in just a matter of, whatever that is, 5-6 months.
Yeah,
Incredible.
and look, back to infrastructure, I just thought about some other stuff. The Metro opened this year.
That's been huge.
So if you think about the lungs being a bit clogged in a city, that's really freed up the lungs of a city. For the transport's been fantastic, and what it does, it has knock-on effects to a lot of other industries, education. It knocks onto so many other things. It takes cars off the road, takes bus trucks off the road. Like, it just helps everything flow.
It does.
We're going to have our new fish markets. That was a lot of work done getting that finished.
Yep.
And that's now finished, which is the number two tourist destination in Sydney is the
It's
Opera
gonna
House.
be huge.
And
Yeah.
it goes to our seafood market. So, and that's going to be getting a ferry. So there's some amazing stuff happening in Sydney with that infrastructure. So that's all gonna roll through, and we're going to benefit from that on the northern beaches.
Yep, definitely. But guys, we did want to just take this opportunity as we are, what are we, a few days out, 3 days out from Christmas.
It's gone quick.
It's gone so fast. I actually cannot believe that that we're actually here now. But we just wanted to say from us to you guys a massive, massive, heartfelt thank you for supporting us all the way throughout this year, turning up here on our social media, turning up in to our Novak HQ. Turning up to our open homes. Our community is just incredible, and our team. Seriously, like, our doors don't open without our incredible team. It's been a big year for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's tired. I know I've been sick with the flu the last week. It's all caught up with me. But I know it's been a massive year, hasn't it, Mark, for the team?
And look, I think a lot of us have grown as well. Like, I've seen even with our our team members. A lot of these guys are starting fresh. A lot of these guys have had their careers, and they've finally honed and tuned their careers with us, and the community. And I guess we're putting it's shelter.
Yeah.
It's roofs over people's heads. So whether it's and also businesses with the commercial part of our real estate agency. So helping those people into their properties and helping those people out of their properties, super rewarding, and it's trust. Like, for everyone to trust us. It's great to do deals, but I think the fundamental transaction is these people are, it's their homes, and it's trust. It's us trust. Mutual. So it's been fun.
Yeah, it has. It's certainly been a roller coaster of a year. That's for sure. It's been a tough week.
Yep.
Hasn't it?
Yep. It's to the end of the year. It's been life altering. It's a lot of these things. I guess in life you can't possibly even think. When it comes back to what's happened, like you're talking about leasing Bondi and even personal health and stuff like that with people. I think Gordon Spring, real estate agent, in our community, Northern Beaches, that was quite, because he's got his funeral tomorrow. And
our condolences go out to his family as well.
Yeah.
And his whole network. I mean, stuff like that really, really does rock our community. I think there's times when people think all real estate agents don't get along. That is definitely not the case. We're actually a pretty tight-knit community.
Yep.
But yes, our condolences do go out to Gordon and his family and his whole LJ Hooker network as well.
And look, I remember Gordon, someone that you remember that you work with for 30, 35 years in your community. There's, as real estate agents that have been in the community for that long in the Northern Beaches, I think there's only a couple of dozen. And I remember Gordon as one of those guys that was, he was similar age to me. He was, he'd been, I'd been in the same, in the property market the same length of time as him, and we'd always come across each other, always in a friendly, trustworthy way, and we see each other at functions and have a beer and stuff. And for someone in their 50s to leave their kids behind like that, it just makes you think how precious life is, and our hearts go out to his family.
Yeah. And to everyone that's had a tough week this week, our hearts go out to all of you as well. They really do.
Yep.
So, guys, on that note, we just want to wish you a peaceful, I think is a really good word to use, a peaceful festive season. Look after yourselves. And I don't know if we're going to be back again this side of the year, Mark, are we? This is it, guys. It's the finale for 2025. We love you. Thank you so much for all the support that you give us. And we look forward to reconnecting with you guys again next year. Stay safe and look after yourselves, guys.
And yeah, hopefully, I think I'm really looking forward to 2026. I think it's.
We need a new year.
I think we get. I think
We
there's
need a
good.
new year.
There's good building blocks that have been put in place in our communities and our economy and infrastructures and stuff like that. I think to pave the way for a strong, prosperous 2020 and healthy 2026. We've learnt a lot this year. We have learnt a lot.
Yep, I agree. All right, guys. On that note, thank you so much. We love you. Thank you so much for absolutely everything. I think I've said that 1,000 times now, but we honestly and truly do mean it. From our family to yours. See you later.
Merry
Bye, guys.